Hello everyone, this is Lo-Fi Tarot. I am finally back in my usual spot to bring you another timeless pick a card reading. So today's pick a card reading is going to be about how you can manage or overcome your current challenging situation. So if you are currently in a situation that makes you feel trapped between a rock and a hard place, or just basically a situation that inhibit you or which prevents you from manifesting what you want or to achieve your goal, we are going to ask the spirit today on how exactly you can overcome that situation if you have tried every way that you can think of and nothing works. Okay, so yeah, as usual, we have 3 piles here. This is pile number 1, 2, and 3. So if you like to train your intuition, go ahead and pick any pile that you feel intuitively most drawn to, or you can also choose a specific number if you have a certain connection with a certain number. And if you need something to help you choose, I do have some stickers right here. So what I'm going to do is that I will shuffle them until 3 of them fall out, and I will show you the images, and you will pick the sticker that you feel most drawn to, and I will place them on these piles randomly. So yeah, you will pick the pile that has the sticker that you have chosen. So this process will take some time because it's so hard for this sticker to fall out. So go ahead and fast forward if you don't want to see the shuffling, and I'm going to also speed up the video so that it will not take so much time. Alright, so we have the stickers right here. So this is the first one. This is the second one. Save me. Save me. I'm fine. Wow. Okay. And this is the third one. So yeah, choose the sticker that you feel most drawn to. So this is going to be the third, the second, and the first. Alright, so the timestamp as usual will be in the description box below and the comment section, and I will start with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. So if you are drawn to the first pile or this sticker right here, this is going to be your reading on how you can manage or handle, or even better, overcome your current challenging situation. So if currently you are facing a situation that is uncomfortable and you have tried every which way to resolve the situation and you haven't seen any improvement, this is going to be a message from the spirit on how you can make things better, or better overcome the situation. So let's see your oracle cards. We have a skull. We have, okay, sorry, I put them on the wrong order. We have first nature sign. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So connecting with nature and just observe and listen and be attuned to your surroundings instead of focusing your mind on the problem. So embracing the situation so that the inspiration to resolve the issue, or the answer, or the enlightenment or illumination from the universe on how you can resolve the situation, or how you can see the situation from a different angle, will come towards you. So Okay, I will just continue first. We also have music. Now, this card, actually, when I shuffle for your pile from the Fairy Oracle deck, this card, I forgot whether it flipped or whether it just like sticking out. But I didn't really believe that this was the card for you from that oracle deck. So I shuffled once more and I got nature sign, which flipped really hard, like 180 degrees. But this makes sense now. So let me read you the card. Music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Now, I just want to say a couple of things about this. So yesterday, I watched this old movie called Music and Lyric, and it stars Hugh Grant as a 80s pop star has been, and he also composed melody, but he is not good at not really good at writing lyrics. So one day he received this job that could potentially bring his name back out there, to write a song for a rising pop star. So he tried with a lyricist, and they were struggling. And then came Drew Barrymore. She replaced someone who worked in Hugh Grant, Alex. His name was Alex there. So Drew Barrymore was Sophie, and Sophie replaced someone who worked in Alex's house to water his plants. And when she overheard Alex trying to compose a song, she involuntarily creates some rhyming sentences off the top of her head. And Alex was really intrigued. And so, to make long story short, they worked together, and Alex was kind of, because he didn't understand the creative process of writing. He can compose a melody really fast, but he doesn't understand this creative writing process. And Sophie managed to write, like, they have 36 hours to submit the new song, and Sophie could only spout a few lines. And then every time they got stuck, Sophie told Alex, let's go for a walk, let's go eat something, because it makes you, like Sophie said, if you got stuck, don't force it, but get out there, take a walk, go to the bookstore, go to the CD store, and have a chit chat over dinner or over breakfast. And when you relax, when you don't push, when you don't force, that inspiration just come like a flow of water. And that's what happened during the first half of the movie. It's like they got stuck, and they do something else, and then the inspiration comes back. And then it's like it's this back and forth process. So back to your problem, and this is where this patience card come in. See, if you've tried forever to shift a problem, there is probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. So yeah, whatever is yours will be yours. So there is no use to push something. It's like when it rains, right? When it rains and you probably have an important appointment or something, it's outside your control. And getting angry, frustrated, and trying to force the situation to work, it's only going to drain you and make you even angrier and more tired. Say you have an appointment with your friend or appointment for an interview, and you got stuck by traffic jam because of the rain, or you got stuck. Maybe you try to hail a cab, but because it's raining or storming, you don't get any cab. If you try to push your way, you will get to that appointment angry, frustrated, and messy. Like you will probably get drenched from the rain. So there is no use. Just embrace the situation and let it be and see what comes out of it. It's just like if you have a creative block, just follow what Sophie did in Music and Lyric movie. Eat something, go for a walk, because all the sensations that is coming when you lower your guard, when you are not too obsessed with the problem in front of you, and when you divert your attention somewhere else, the solution will come on its own. And again, with the patience and with embracing, it seems like the universe is trying to tell you here that if this is meant to be yours, it's going to be yours no matter how slow or how long or difficult the process may be. Okay? And this card also says that there is probably something to learn from embracing it. So actually, if you have been feeling stuck, or you feel like the universe put an obstacle in front of you that you cannot remove, maybe this is deliberate, so you can have an introspection, self-introspection, as is this thing that I keep pushing, is it really for me? How do I feel if I get that job or achieve that goal? What will I do after that? How will I feel? And if it's a frustrating situation other than achieving a goal, maybe if it's a relationship issue, I think the universe is trying to slow you down and make you embrace all the sensations that come from, it doesn't have to be from nature, like you don't have to go to the forest to meditate or something. It can be just like taking a walk, or going to the bookstore, or to the music store, or listen to some of your favorite music. Like, I think you have been too in your mind to even listen to music and wind down. And when you do those things, you will suddenly realize one thing or two about the relationship or about the situation that you failed to see before because you are too close, too caught up in the problem. So if you zoom out a little bit, wind down, you will see a thing or two that you failed to see when you are too obsessed with the situation. The last card you have is looking at the underbelly, number 6. Be sure that you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you are working on could use some fine-tuning. Now, fine-tuning here, yeah, so if this is a project, you are being slowed down because there are some details that you gloss over. So, back to the example of the Music and Lyric movie, Sophie rearranged Alex's furniture so that she will feel more inspired to create, to write. So before, Alex was on this side of the room with his grand piano, and Sophie was in the other side with the sofa. And she just thought that they have to get close together so that the back and forth will be easier. So she pushed the piano to the middle of the room and then moved the sofa near the piano. And actually after that, Alex said, well, this arrangement feels better. So this is something like that. So if you are working on a project and you get stuck, maybe you are being stopped, or maybe you lost your inspiration, because maybe the universe wants you to see that maybe okay, let me give you another example. This is my personal example. So I write fiction, but not for publication. It's just for certain communities. Okay, so I write fiction, and I got stuck in one chapter for months. I tried to compose it according to the vague image that I have in mind, but it just didn't flow. I just didn't like it. Like, it was not the story just didn't bite. Okay, and then after I wrote like several thousand words, I lost the draft. I lost the draft, and it sucks. It sucks. But I was like, okay, no biggie. Like, fortunately, I'm not in the position like Alex and Sophie, who had to compose a song in 36 hours. The story was for limited consumption, and I can write anytime I want. I can even abandon the story if I want to, but I don't want to. But I let it marinate, not marinate, I just let it be. I focus on my channel, I focus on my other job. And when, I think not long ago, last month, I felt like writing again, and I felt like I need to slow down on my tarot reading. Like, I needed to take a break. So after posting my last big collab with 4 other readers, I kind of take a semi break. So I didn't post as often as before, and I focus on my writing. And wow, like, I can't believe how the scenes, the action, the plot just pop up one after another as I wrote. So yeah, that's the thing. Looking at the underbelly, perhaps what you are working right now, maybe you already know that it doesn't feel quite right to you. Like, if this is a creative project or a project or something, yeah, organize yourself. So there is a flaw in the plan, there is a flaw in the plot, and maybe that's why you are being like slowed down, so that you can when you can do nothing about it, you just give up. You just throw the towel, not throw the towel, but you just throw up your hands and you just sleep. But after you sleep on the problem, you just let it be, suddenly you will get inspiration that are probably better than what you have worked on. Yeah. And you will suddenly see that, say you are a writer and you got stuck, and you just set aside the draft and you work on something else, and then you suddenly know, oh, I think I can write that chapter differently. It will be better. It will read better. And then you write it, and the words just flow. Something like that. Okay. So I hope this is a very, very clear example. So I'm going to read from the guidebook about this school right here. So there is a lot of blue and green here. So this is the color of the heart chakra and the throat chakra. So this is definitely a creative process. Yeah, even here the color is green and blue. So you are struggling to express yourself in your creative project. Maybe you you got a writer's block or an artist block or something. It's like your throat is closed, or you cannot, you feel something in your heart that you want to express, but you cannot get the words out. You cannot write it down the way you want it. You can write down a scene or a song lyric in a way that satisfies you. So you need to take a break so that the universe can shine a light on how you should proceed, how you should write the words, how you should write the lyrics. Like they can give you a burst of inspiration if you bother to see this whale. He is just marching forward. He doesn't look at the beauty beneath him. I think this is you. You are kind of keep charging forward. Go, go, go. It's all business. But sometimes creativity cannot be chased. You cannot hurry love. And creativity is love. It's based on love. It's based on something dear to your heart. Okay? And a song or a book that is written from the heart, from love, it usually will strike very deep in the heart of the viewers or the readers. So if you just force yourself to keep going mechanically, like on autopilot, and not bothering to rest and look at the beauty of all the things around you, you will lose a lot of ideas, opportunities, inspirations. You will overlook a lot of resources that you haven't seen that you can use for your story or your project. Okay? So, score. Okay, I'm going to just directly read the meaning. A skull crowned by red of roses is referred to as... I don't know how to read that. Okay, I'm just going to gloss over that, okay? A reference to the Latin phrase which is generally translated as seize the day. Seize the day, that's embracing. Something about embracing. Ah, yeah, here. There's probably something to learn from embracing it, see? Seize the day. And this is a card's message to you. You have been overlooking. This whale has been overlooking the wealth of resources beneath him. Say this is you, and you are too busy chasing deadlines. You are too busy putting out quantity that you don't pay attention to the quality. This is like no shade to any writers, but there are novelists who concern more about quantity, about how many books they can put out there, that they don't pay attention to the content. So there are some books that I've read that feel soulless, that I cannot find it in my heart to care about the characters or what struggles they go through. Because those writers, they just go. They just repeat the same formula over and over and over, not paying attention to what can make their work meatier. And this is what this card means by looking at the underbelly. See, what is it in your work that some people don't like? I mean, there are writers who thrive by writing garbages. But if this is not what you want, then maybe you are wondering, okay, why I got stuck? Maybe it's, again, divine intervention. Like the spirit guides wants you to write something different. And that's why you cannot feel it, you cannot move forward, because you cannot write the same thing over and over again. You cannot reproduce the same material over and over again. You need something refreshing to put out there, something relatable. And this is how big companies thrive. Like us Samsung, um, the founder of cell phone is Nokia, and Nokia died because they didn't want to evolve. But Samsung caught up, and now they are the biggest cell phone producer in the world because they continue to innovate. They watch their surroundings, what people like, what people don't like, and they add that to their products. Okay. Anyway, seize the day, and this is the God's message to you. You have been overlooking the simple things and taking many things for granted. Okay. For if this is not a creative project, if this is a relationship, and you feel like the relationship is not satisfying, maybe you need to take some time out alone so that you can like reflect. Say, another example, for example, you feel like your spouse and you, or your partner and you, don't see eye to eye lately, and you are wondering whether I am meant to be with this person or whether we should break up. Before you take that decision, or maybe you have tried everything to salvage the relationship, but since you and your partner, every time you try to resolve the issue, you end up arguing with each other because each of you listen to reply, not listen to understand. And so you need this pause, you need this break, but don't make a final decision just yet. Take some time out to wind down and take some vacation, and try not to think about the issue, but enjoy yourself, relax, take some time to relax, and be mindful about your surrounding. Now, this is one thing that people often mistake about being mindful. Like, if they force themselves to relax, they will get more agitated actually. So if this situation needs a break for you to understand, and in order to understand, you need to embrace. So go on a break, but don't expect yourself to get an epiphany straight away. Like, you will purposefully meditate, hoping that there will be something from the sky coming at you, and you will suddenly understand. No. You take a break without any expectation, and you just focus on how you can make yourself feel better, have fun, go to Disneyland, go with your friends. If you feel like you need to go, it doesn't have to be alone. You can go with your friends, and your friends may offer you some insight about the relationship that you fail to see. Or if you go alone and you observe your surroundings, maybe you feel like your partner is heartless, or they are not good for you, and then you go to a park and then you see a couple fighting. Or maybe you go on a vacation and the couple beside your hotel room, they shout and throw things, and maybe even, I don't know, do something violent. And then you realize, oh, actually what I have is not bad at all. See? So you need some time out so that you can see the other side of the situation, and not just forcing your opinion or forcing your agenda. Okay? Not just seeing things from one angle, but from different angles. And that can only happen when you open yourself, when you relax, when you wind down, when you let your guard down. That's when your heart and your mind is open, and all those realization, illumination, enlightenment, epiphany comes in. Okay? Be mindful of your mortality. Realize the importance of each and every day, and make the most out of your time. Yeah, some of you, probably you are too focused on your career that you fail to value what you have aside from money and success. Maybe your relationship, your loyal, faithful partner, your brother, your sister, your parents, your kids. And when you take that time out, you will realize that actually when you take time out and spend your time with people, places, and things that bring you pure joy, like things that have nothing to do with material achievements, you will feel happier. And when you feel happy, you can be so much more productive, and whatever you put out there will be of more quality because your heart is filled with love, and whatever comes out of you is genuine. And people love products, movies, books that feel genuine. Okay, I will recommend you to watch Christopher Robin. It's an old movie as well. So yeah, Christopher Robin and music and lyric. Google those two movies, okay? So, is there anything else? I don't think I will use tarot for this reading. I think this is just a general reading. Do I need any more messages? Any additional messages, Spirit? Maybe just one more card. So the thing is that you need to do the opposite of what you usually do. Okay? You need to do the opposite of what you usually do, or what you think is the tried and true way of solving the issue. Okay, any final message for pile number 1, Spirit? Final messages for pile number 1, please. How they can successfully overcome their challenging situation. So basically, the part of the problem is you overlooking several things that actually can give you an answer because you are too caught up in your problem. So any last message for pile number 1 on how they should overcome their problem? Is there any other messages? Any other messages for pile number 1 on how they can? Thanks. Trust the timing. Trust the timing. Yeah, divine timing. Sometimes the universe slows us down, not because they don't want us to fail, not because, well, for some people maybe you need to change direction because the direction you are going is not the right one for you. For some of you, yeah. But sometimes it doesn't always mean that you are being delayed because you are not on the right track. You are being delayed because the universe needs to arrange a lot of things in the background for you to be ready to manifest. I don't know how else to put it. It's like everything has to be in alignment first before the thing that you want can happen. So wait for that divine timing, okay? Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. See? Time is not running out. So if you have this lack mentality, like Alex in music and lyric, he was so desperate to get the job that he pushed so Sophie to just give him anything. And Sophie said, no, you cannot do that. You cannot compose, you cannot create if you are being chased. Because inspiration, the enlightenment, illumination, epiphany, it takes time. It takes you to calm down, accept the situation, and then everything will become clear. Like why you got blocked, it will become clear. And if you are in the process of creating, when you just go into the flow and not caring about any deadlines, actually what will come out, the inspiration, the ideas that will come up, it will be so much better than if you keep pushing on. Okay, so time is not running out. I just feel like I need to read the guidebook on this. Trust the timing. So often those who feel like they're here for a reason sense that time is running out, and they spend their life worrying that they might miss their moment. But the only way to miss your life or your moment is to spend your time worrying about missing it. See, I don't know if I have said earlier, I forgot. This is the second take of your pal. But yeah, if you are trapped in a traffic jam or your appointment was ruined by the rain, like worrying about your target, worrying about the appointment, worrying about the interview will only make you feel frustrated. And as a result, that day become ruined. When actually it doesn't have to end up bad. Like if you just embrace it and you just say, okay, I miss it, whatever, there is nothing I can do about it, let me just take whatever positive thing that I can get from this moment, and you just enjoy the rain, enjoy the smell of the rain. Actually, maybe you will actually feel your spirit being lifted up because you surrender. Worrying about what will happen in life, worrying about your time running out, worrying about anything, it's actually robbing you of every second of joy you can have in your life. Okay, it's never too late to answer a calling, and you are never too old. The tides of your life are magnificently orchestrated to come in and out in perfect unison. Don't race ahead and ride a wave that was never meant for you. Don't race ahead and ride a wave that was never meant for you. Yeah. Like if you feel blocked, sometimes it's because it's not the right path for you. Okay, you will waste your, and I think some of you already feel it, like you keep forcing it because of your ego, but in your heart you feel like I think I'm not meant for this path. Okay, and trust your instinct about that. You will waste your precious time and energy when instead you could be enjoying your life. Yeah, everything has a season, and you are being called to trust the one you are in. Don't let impatience, competition, or paranoia disturb the seeds. It seems that everyone has anxiety these days, constantly scanning for something they might have missed or a possible threat. Keeping our mind and body pointed in the same direction as our soul is near impossible at such reactive speeds. Right now you are being reminded to take a breath and trust the wave you came in on, to trust the season you are in. Time isn't running out. There's plenty of time. There's no rush. It's never too late. Final word before we end your reading. In the music and lyric, Sophie did say to Alex that so Alex used to be in this 80s pop band. And then they broke up, they disbanded, and the other member was successful and Alex was not very successful. And he only produced one solo album that flopped. And Sophie bought that album that has been sitting on the rack for 6 years, and she told Alex that you was so desperate to get a hit that the songs didn't sound like you. the songs were soulless. So if you are being halted in your track, it's either because one, you are not meant for that path, there is something better. Two, there are other things that you miss in your track. So with Alex, it doesn't mean that his path is still music, but he was approaching it in the wrong way. He tried to get a job, he tried to become famous again, that he completely disregard the beauty of creation, music creation. So that's two, you overlooking some things. Three, you need to see the situation from different angles. Like if it's a relationship and you feel like it's not working, and you probably have been trying to make it work but it doesn't work, then maybe your approach has to be changed. Like I said, you have to listen to understand, not to reply. So you have to take some time out and wonder when things deteriorate. And sometimes it does need a breakup or a divorce before you realize what you have lost, what you have taken for granted. Because after you lost something or someone, usually that's when the regret comes, because you eventually see the other side, the other aspect of the situation, and the other person's point of view or feelings. And for the timing is not yet right. There are some things that the universe still need to work on in the background so that everything is in alignment. So when the moment finally comes, it's perfect for you. Okay, so that's your reading, pile number 1. I hope this resonates. If it does, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below for how to book personal reading and other information, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. So if you are drawn to the second pile or this sticker, save me, I'm fine. This is going to be your reading on Spirit's guidance on how you can manage or overcome the current situation that you find challenging or impossible to resolve. Okay, so you have besom, I will just call it broom. Oops. We have also transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender again. That's the theme for pile number 1. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that is happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. I do have a pick a card reading inspired by BTS song Yet to Come. So you may want to look at that. I may link it down below. So this is about change, preparing yourself for change, cleaning the old stuff so that the new thing can come in. We have sanctuary. A sanctuary resides inside you, no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. So this is about making a safe space for yourself to transform. But we will see. We have push to surface. Number 27 that reduced to 9. Yeah, 9 is almost completion, right? After 9 it's 10, completion. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. Oh, interesting. So at the same time, you are being asked to retreat to your sanctuary, like some kind of cocoon for you to transform into a butterfly, to clean up your... Oh, okay. So you are very close to whatever it is that you want to achieve. But the complacency here, I think this is you kind of losing your steam just when you are so close to the surface. And that's because you need some things to clean up, like old energies, things that make you feel drained, and also distractions. So complacency, it can also mean that you have a goal and you have worked hard for it and it's almost there, but there are some old habits. That's why we have transformation. Old habits that don't serve you, that come back. Like this can be addiction to social media. This can be distraction of any form. So for your pile, I actually may need to draw some tarot cards to be more specific about this. Okay, hang on. Alright, I just noticed something else in this transformation card. It says, this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that is happening for your highest good. And we have here complacence, and we have here cleaning up. So I think what you are being complacent about is you resist the change. You resist the change. Like there is one more hurdle that you need to overcome before you can become the person that you truly want to be. So I don't know what this is about, but it requires you to change some habits, and that's what you are complacent about. You are reluctant to fully change. It's like you have reached level 9 and you want to reach level 10, but you kind of chicken out. You are afraid that you will fail. You are afraid that it will be painful, so you pull back. And this is what the universe is calling your attention to. So yeah, there is a fear. But let's get more specific. And it's interesting that we have the save me, I'm fine. So you want to be safe. You want to change. You want the situation to change, but at the same time you don't want to. I'm fine. But actually you are not fine. So maybe this is something like moving out. You have prepared everything to live independently, but when time comes and you actually get a place to stay, you chicken out. You feel like, oh, I think I don't want to live alone. I would rather live with my parents. And so your transformation is not complete. So something like that. So spirit guides, God, universe, and spirit guides for the highest good of pile number 2. Please clarify, Besem. What pile number 2 needs to clean here? What pile number 2 needs to clean? Yes, 5 pentacles. Settling for a situation that is not good enough. I actually going to read the description for this card. There's some I don't know how to spell that, and I don't care. Okay, meaning to draw this card indicates that it is time to make a clean sweep of things. It's time to clean house. So now it's time to discard what's useless, whether it be person or thing, and remove the negativity that has been surrounding you lately. So the feeling that you are not good enough, the feeling that you are this feeling of poor me, I'm helpless, I'm hopeless, those kind of thinking needs to go, because you see there is a church behind these 2 homeless figure, and they can always ask for help, but they don't want to. So Yeah, this is like cleaning negative dark energies. And that can be fear, lack mentality, which is what Five of Pentacles usually represent. It can also be codependency. So if you have been in a relationship that doesn't satisfy you, but you settle for that relationship because it's the only thing you know and it's the only thing that feels quote unquote safe, even though it's not good, you need to clean that out as well. It needs to be swept away and the positive swept back into your life. So the thing is that you are transforming into not a new you, but the person that you truly are. And this the people in your life probably make you feel like this Five of Pentacles, like, oh, if it's not because of me, then you will be on the street, you will amount to nothing. So clear those people out. Clear. Because you are doing fine on your own. You will push to the surface. You are almost there. And you will see the light. You will finally accept the blessing that are meant for you. So you don't have to depend on somebody for your welfare. And you don't have to settle or second best. See, this is what you cannot see. You are the magician. You can be anybody you want. You have all the tools. You don't need someone to love you, to pamper for you, because you already have it. You already have the resources. You can love yourself. You have the drive, you have the passion, you have a smart mind, and you have these pentacles. You have the ideas, the resources that will make you rich or make you feel happy. Why settle for this? Okay. Six of Cups. There are better people out there who can treat you better. Okay. So I think for some of you, this is about you afraid of moving out. You are afraid of letting go of a relationship because of the reason of security and familiarity. When actually, when you step into your power and you are almost there, you will find new love that is fair, that is an equal give and take. Yeah, and the Fool, you will get new experiences. Maybe the new experiences, say maybe before you stay with your parents or with your current person, and you don't feel happy, but and maybe they threaten you, saying that without us you will be like this chimney sweeper. But this chimney sweeper, this chimney sweeper is happy because he is free. Freedom. He is not working for anyone but himself. Okay? And he has his dog. A faithful companion. So if you have been with people who are jerks, screw them, okay? I think, yeah, so the answer to this question, why you cannot resolve it, is because you are afraid of letting it go. And you feel like you are not worthy of the magician status. You feel that you are not good enough. And that's what keeps you in place. That's what keeps you trapped. You know in your heart that you don't want this gray, boring world. But you say, I'm fine with this. It's better the devil you know than the devil you don't. But when you save yourself, save me, when you get out of that relationship, maybe you will feel discomfort for a bit, but then you will feel free. Your world will become more colorful. Okay? Oh, sorry. Please clarify Sanctuary. What the Sanctuary card is trying to say regarding pile number 2's problem. I think this is saying make a sanctuary for yourself, where you can connect with what you want, or you can literally this can be moving out, creating your own sanctuary, living in your own space. So please clarify, Sanctuary Spirit, what this has to do with pile number 2's problem. What this advice has to do with pile number 2's problem. Yeah, the Magician again. But I'm going to draw another card because that one didn't fit. You need a space for yourself to transform, to do your own thing, to be independent, to be free. And you have to dare to be free. That's the thing. You have to dare to be free. Please clarify, Sanctuary Spirit. Yeah, see, Knight of Pentacles. Go find your own place. I think you're already there, almost. Maybe you have been looking for a house. You already have your money to rent a house or to buy a house for yourself. Or maybe you have gotten a job offer somewhere, but you are afraid to go. You chicken out in the last minute. This Knight of Pentacles, it can also say that, yeah, sometimes the Knight of Pentacles is like very slow. Like they want to make sure that they will be secure, safe materially before they jump into something. But yeah, that's where you can be complacent. So there are two sides to this card. On one hand, you can execute your plan step by step, like the Knight of Pentacles. You save money, you look for a house, so that you can become the magician in that house. It can also be that you are actually already ready to step into this magician power, but the Knight of Pentacles likes things safe and just the way they are. So I don't know which one is your energy, but that's the message, okay? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. It's like this person is done with resolving this issue. I actually want to read the guidebook for this one because there is this algebra thingy. But Eight of Cups is like walking away from what no longer serves you. Like feeling in your heart is not in it anymore. And this is where the sanctuary message comes in. Sit on the throne of your own heart. What does your heart want? Look for it. The Hangman. The Fool again. The Hangman. Okay. Yeah, the Hangman is the card of feeling stuck. But if we see this as the discomfort of transformation, this means that you eventually realize that staying is not necessarily better than going. The devil you know is not necessarily better than the devil you don't. So let me check out what the guidebook says about the Eight of Cups. Okay, knowing where you are is important. Knowing where you are is important. Knowing where you are supposed to be is imperative. This is where the Hangman comes in. You know where you are, but you have to know where you are supposed to be. Like there is some way of thinking, outdated way of thinking that needs to be let go here. That needs to be cleansed. Core meaning, leaving something behind to search for something else. She found the mechanism, studied in its intricacies. clean, polish, repair. She determined exactly what it was created to do. She understood precisely what it measured, as well as how to accurately analyze the information. The strange relationship between her, the extraordinary astrolabe, and the wisdom it revealed was in theory quite perfect, a dream come true, but in reality it was not. I hear mathematical formula. And mathematical formula. So maybe if this is a relationship, you feel like a relationship should make sense. Like you should stay with people who keep you safe. You should stay with people who can give you material, safety, security. It has to make sense. It has to be logical. But logic is not enough for this lady anymore. Like if it's a relationship, what matters most is your heart. Like if everything makes sense that you should be with this person on paper, it doesn't mean that it will make a happy relationship, okay? Like you can be with someone who you thought was not your type, but with them, you actually find happiness. So relationship is not a mathematical formula, okay? She know what this life was supposed to feel like, and she know what it did feel like. The ideal and reality were not the same. With a certainty born of perfect understanding and an undeniable experience, she did what she had to do. Living was hard, but she told herself that her investment of time, love, and skill was not wasted. Without it, she would never have known where she needed to be. Life is funny. You can be living the dream and yet be unhappy. See? So you have figured out that this is supposed to be a perfect world, but it doesn't. Like, everything's supposed to make sense. And yet you feel lacking. You still feel like this Five of Pentacles, even though your relationship is perfect or seems perfect. Part of the journey, this can also mean work, okay? Doesn't have to be romantic relationship. It can also be work relationship with a job that you have come to realize that it's not for you anymore. It once works for you, but now not anymore, because you are transforming. You are changing to who you truly are deep inside your heart, okay? Part of the journey is realizing that dreams are not one size fits all. No matter how many people agree on any single perfect life, there really isn't one that is meant for everyone. If you are looking at this card in your reading, you know all too well what it means. You have been living a dream. You have been living a dream, but it isn't yours, at least not anymore. But you could only know this by experiencing it for yourself. Nothing is lost. No investment is wasted. You will bring all that you gain with you as you move towards your new destination, with sadness perhaps, but also with certainty. The message to leave a situation is emphasized if the Six of Swords, the Fool, the Fool, you saw the Fool, right? Twice. The Chariot or any of the Knights are present. The Knight of Pentacles. So, go, leave. Leave whatever situation doesn't make you feel happy. That's all. Clean it from your life. Also clean the thought that the outdated beliefs that what works on paper should be maintained. Because it doesn't necessarily make you feel happy, okay? Like it may be logical to stay in a job that you hate because it's hard to find a job and you need financial security and independence, and it makes sense to find a perfect spouse or partner, stay with them. But if you don't love them, if you are unhappy, then Yeah, then what's the point? The thing is that we are made of souls. We are souls. And material things, what makes sense logically, doesn't always resonate with our heart, okay? With what our heart and soul needs. So let me clarify. Push to service, where pile number 2 has become complacent. Where pile number 2 has become complacent. Please clarify. Push to the service, where pile number 2 has become complacent. Where they have become complacent. So where they are stalling. Wow. Four of Pentacles, yeah, that's just emphasize the whole thing. Four of Pentacles is staying in the same routine over and over and over. Yeah, you may be safe, but it's like living like a robot. Like you get your paycheck every month and then that's it. You don't have a heart, you are just a machine. This is staying in your comfort zone. And this is what you think or what you believe will happen if you leave the comfort zone, and that's why you are stalling. You feel like everything will be ruined if you leave, if you try something new. But like we said, not like we said, like we saw in the Eight of Cups card, like everything that looks logically perfect, like a mathematical formula, it doesn't make us happy, not necessarily. You are destined to be something other than this. Like, I'm not saying that you should quit your job right now, because that's the reason we have the Knight of Pentacles. Like, but I think you are almost there. You have saved enough to start something new, or to leave the job, or if this is a relationship that is no longer working, that you know doesn't make you feel happy, and you want to become independent, you are ready. You are ready. We have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. So yeah, if your life has been like wash, rinse, repeat, maybe break the cycle and go out with your friends, go out with people you feel comfortable with, that you can talk everything about, go on a vacation with them, visit a friend. That will make you see what you have been missing in your life. Okay? Eight of Wands. I think this is saying that new connection and new opportunities are coming for you, because you have been fighting for this, but it's like in the last minute you kind of stall, kind of freeze from fear. What will happen if I jump? But the thing is that magical things will happen when you jump. See, King of Wands. This is like a magician. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Six of Pentacles, you don't have to worry about money. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, okay? It's telling you to leave whatever it is that no longer makes you feel happy. Okay, let me clarify transformation, even though I don't think. What needs to transform here? What pile number 2 is becoming? The Moon. Yeah. let me say, transformation is never easy, yes. It's scary, yes. And maybe for a time being, you will be like this. But the thing is that you have the spirit as your guide. Like, you leave the safety of this, what do you call this? The safety of the castle, or a fortress. The safety of the castle or fortress. I think this is saying that whatever you have experienced in the castle or in the fortress, it helps illuminate your way. And I think this is saying that even though the road ahead is uncertain, you can see this little light of dawn over there, and there is the path. So what you need to do with the sanctuary and transformation is that you follow where your heart leads you. Okay. Okay, for pile number 2, last message for the challenging situation they are facing. Crack open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay, that's surrender again. That's surrender word again. Rock bottom. I think this is saying that you actually already know you have maxed out with this situation, with your current living situation or work situation. You have maxed out. It's not going anywhere. You feel stuck, you feel lifeless, rock bottom. But the thing is that in order for you to regain that feeling of aliveness, or feeling alive again, you have to be ready to shed your old self, crack open. This is the true you inside the sanctuary. This is the true you that wants to come out from the cocoon. So let me read the guidebook. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body. Let me repeat. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body, at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling, this is the tower moment energy, that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. So again, for some of you, this is a relationship that is not working, but you are still hesitant to break it. And it's going to be ugly. It's not going to be pretty. But the thing is that it will make you realize your true value. So after you break up with this person, with this situation that no longer serve you, that keeps you in place, that makes you settle for the second best, when you break out of that, you will see that deep inside you are this magician and you worth something much more. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds, and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So this is already fate. It's destiny. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. So sometimes you are allowed to be in a difficult relationship or suffocating relationship or job, so that you have the courage, the heart to discover who you are and to follow your heart, follow your intuition. Okay. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your, this is cracking open. Crack open. Open the gates and leave, so that the new blessing can come in. It's not visible yet under the moon, but the path is clear. This path here is your heart and yours, and the spirit guiding you through uncertainties. Okay. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pain, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, losses, sorrow, and hurt happen for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and crack you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. So, I think you have been trying to hang on to something that is not working anymore. But the whole point is for you to let it go. So, how to resolve this challenging situation? It's not meant to be resolved. It's meant to be let go. Go on a new adventure, following your intuition, following your heart, so that eventually you can find your sanctuary. You can find what your heart truly wants. Okay? Let me see the back of the deck. Your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, creative accountability. See? This is the full energy. You have your whole life in front of you, a blank canvas, and you can paint it however you like. You are no longer, like, your destiny, your happiness is no longer determined or controlled by someone else. Okay? Yeah, so that's for you, pile number 2. I hope this resonates. I hope this helped. If it does, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below for how to book personal reading and other information, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. So if you are drawn to the third pile or this sticker over here, this is going to be your reading on how you can handle, manage, or overcome the challenging situation that you are in right now. So if you have tried everything to resolve your issues or your challenging situation and nothing seems to work, this is going to be the spirit guidance on how you should face the situation, how you should resolve it. So we have salamander, we have celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Ooh, this gives me a 4 of Wands energy. We have body. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. And this card, so when I shuffle for you from this deck, this card stuck out, but it didn't flip. So I just took it out and I shuffle again, and this card flipped like really hard. So I took both of them. Forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. surrounded by prosperity. Number 30, your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. So maybe you need to check pile number 2 as well. So I don't know pile number 3, but it seems to me like you have a lot to celebrate actually. Maybe you ask too much from yourself because we have body forgiveness. Maybe you feel like maybe you need to tune into your body. Some of you probably feel your body is not slim enough. Maybe you don't like your physical appearance. Maybe you feel like someone like you cannot be liked by anybody. But we literally have celebration here. This is all about acceptance, accepting my body, acceptance again. I think maybe you have a bad habit, addiction maybe, because like maybe you want to be slim, or you want things to be perfect always, that you become stressed and addicted to anti-anxiety pills, something like that. I think you have been too hard on yourself. You feel like there is not enough to go around, and so you force your body to meet the expectation. There is this thing going on with tarot readers like me. I haven't been feeling like, I don't know since when, but I haven't been feeling like this inspiration or this joy to do readings for a while. I mean, this pick a card today is a trial to see if I can regain the joy. But yeah, I haven't been accepting of my body's needs. My body needs rest. My body needs release. And the thing is that I feel like I cannot forgive myself if I fail to reach a target or to prove that I can be successful in this path. It's like I have something to prove and I push myself to the limit to prove it to everyone who look down at me. But the thing is that prosperity comes in many forms, and we have sea turtle here, and sea turtle is like very slow, very Knight of Pentacles energy. And if you just take it slow, things actually come towards you without you having to strive for it. And also what is most important is that you should celebrate your milestone. Yeah, I think you need rest, you need celebration, you need to be, and most importantly, I think you need to be reminded that you need to be reminded of what makes you love doing what you are doing in the first place. I think the joy is lost in the process of trying to make something material out of a creative process, trying to be productive. Yeah, I think this is about career, more about career or about a creative project. So you may want to check pile number 1 as well. I think the message is related. So I did say in pile number 1, I gave an example of the movie, or from the movie Music and Lyric, where Sophie told Alex that his solo album flopped because he was so desperate to make it a hit album that the songs were soulless, and it became a flop instead. So if you actually follow the rhythm of your body and you don't strive so much, and I think you have strive really hard with the salamander. Salamander lives in a fire, so maybe you feel this maybe you feel this this desire, not desire, but you have a feeling that if you don't keep pushing, it's not going to happen. But the thing is that when will you stop pushing? When will you pause and celebrate a milestone? Again, there is enough for everyone. So let me read the guidebook on salamander. Yeah, this is about looking at the positive side, at the bright side. Let's see, salamander. The salamander comes to those who are in need of change in their lives and asks us to evolve. Salamanders are magical creatures who will reveal to you how the energy of your will can be used to alter and recreate the environment around you. Change isn't always cheerful, and it is something we often fear. But when the salamander appears, these changes are meant to be meaningful, positive, and enlightening. Perceive the changes going on around you and adapt to your best ability, rather than fighting against them. So I think this is saying adjust to the natural flow of life instead of swimming against the stream. So if you feel like you are being halt or pause or delay, celebrate what you have achieved so far, and I think you have achieved a lot. And give your body rest and pamper yourself. Pamper yourself. Yeah. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. So just by accepting your current situation and taking whatever good that you can get from it, adjusting to the changes, like if things usually work for you and suddenly they don't, like if you hit a creative block or if you hit a wall, adjust, okay? Just chill instead of being in this dark energy, and actually things will start coming in towards you without you having to strive, because your way is being halted by an external situation that you cannot overcome. So the only way for you to get out of the situation is to adapt to it. It's like those there was this news before, I think several years ago, I forgot, but there were children in Thailand who got trapped in a cave, and it took like quite a while for them to be safe, but they survived because they adjust to their situation. They embrace the darkness. I think this also means that you cannot always be in the light. There will be times when you have to stop, when things are uncertain, and you have to embrace both sides. Okay, don't just be happy, don't just be happy, but don't force situation to always be positive. Like we are living in a world and things can still go wrong, but if you stay calm, forgive yourself, maybe not necessarily forgive yourself, just like because there is nothing to forgive. Like life is just consisting of up and down, and sometimes you are up, sometimes you are down. And if you stay optimistic throughout it all, like the salamander being tested in fire, like, okay, I give you this situation where you got stuck, what will you do with it? And the salamander persists, not pushing, but persevere, being patient, waiting, celebrate, rest, and then when things start to get better, they can move on again. I think this is also saying that maybe you need to pay more attention to your social life because you have been overworking yourself. Also, this is saying if you have been, say, you want to get your books published and nobody wants to publish it, don't give up. Don't think of yourself as a failure. Accept that you are the salamander, that you have a talent worth celebrating. Like J.K. Rowling, she used to be rejected by so many publishers before she eventually got one, and look where she is now. So don't give up, but also don't torture yourself by pushing yourself too hard. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Because what is meant for you will come towards you, okay? If this is about dieting goal for some of you, forgive yourself if sometimes you cannot help it and you eat some ice cream. I think a lot of diet actually fails because you starve yourself. But if you have some cheat days now and then, and you do things that burn the calorie but is fun, like sex, actually that is more effective way for you to get healthier and to reach an ideal weight. But then again, weight never, well, it that determine health sometimes, but not always. Like, as long as you are healthy, who cares about how big or how skinny you are, as long as you are healthy and happy, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. Just with the deck, and we have the Empress. See how abundant she is. She attracts things just by Okay, so clarify this celebration. Clarify the celebration, please, Spirit, for pile number 3 situation. I don't think this needs explaining, but Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think this is saying that if you leave a situation temporarily, like this card also show up for pile number 2, I think. But I think this means something different. I think you are ready to give up about something. Knight of Cups and the Empress again. I think you will get an epiphany when you decide to let your hair down and celebrate. Suddenly something will struck you, an idea will struck you, and a new truth, revelation, idea, or inspiration will come towards you just when you decide that you will have fun. Please clarify Ace of Swords. Yeah, you have been going through the routines like non-stop, but when you stop and take a break of from your routines, actually it will be refreshing. Okay. Okay, the bottom of the deck we have Three of Swords. So yeah, this is like a halt. Something that you have been working on suddenly is cancelled and you are brokenhearted because of it. But then we have the Emperor at the right at the bottom of the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So if you can persevere, wait, and just taking care of yourself, organize your, like, take this time when you have to surrender to the situation, when situation gets out of control and you cannot continue working, like, take this time to, I'm sorry about the glare, take this time to taking care of yourself and your house, and wait for the wheel, for the right timing to turn. And look at that, 10 of Pentacles, and we have the Fool again beneath that, and the Ace of Wands. So inspiration will come. And actually this can also be a blessing in disguise, like the delay. I mean, COVID, it was very unfortunate, but because of COVID, a lot of people get inspired when they are in quarantine, and they produce award-winning albums, best-selling albums, things like that. So yeah, it doesn't have to be you having to green over the time, over time. Clarify Salamander, please. This one jumps out. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's very unfortunate, but don't get too caught up in what fails, but adjust, okay? So this is the situation. I got stuck. Just rest and let inspiration coming towards you that will help you get that will help you navigate this whole unfortunate situation. Okay, so don't force yourself to keep going, because the situation is not allowing things to move right now, but allow yourself to rest, and then you will get a solution on how to move forward, to proceed. Please clarify body. Five of Pentacles. You feel like this is your fault, I'm not good enough, blah blah blah. But the thing is that it's not about it's not that you are not good enough. Like, if you are a YouTuber and suddenly your views decline, it's not because you are not good, it's because maybe the universe have different plans for you. Something new, a new start. I don't think I need to clarify this. Yeah, you bottom of the deck we have the Two of Swords. So you are resisting the change, but you have to adjust to it. Let go of what it's not working, no matter how heartbreaking it is. Yeah. See? Five of Cups. If you let go, something will come. Something will replace it. the star, healing. This is a time for healing. I think some of you are purposefully being halted in your track because your body, your soul, your mind needs healing. And maybe there is another direction that you should take. So you are being redirected. What's the name? Detour. So maybe you need to check pile number 1 because I think it's very related. So last message for you. Oh my gosh, sorry. Last important message for pile number 3, please, Spirit. Last important message for pile number 3 that they have to hear about their situation. Last important message they need to hear about their situation, please. Last important message they need to hear about their current situation, pile number 3. For the highest good, just one card, please. Thank you. Just one card. Thank you. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Forge, don't follow. Yeah, that makes sense. Forge, don't follow. It's the Ace of Swords. Forge, don't follow. I think pile number 3, there is something that you want that is not working here, and you blame yourself because of it. 3 of Swords, broken-hearted. 5 of Pentacles. You blame yourself for being incompetent, not good enough. But the thing is that you are not meant to follow everybody else. You are not meant to follow the trend. You are not meant for this ordinary job or conventional job. You are meant for something unique, like the salamander, born of fire. So portal, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. Wild card is like unexpected chance, second chance. It's like the wild card in American Idol. If you used to watch the earlier seasons, there is a wild card season where those who have been eliminated got a chance to return to the show, to the competition. Forge, don't follow, and yeah, surrounded by prosperity. I think you worry that if you follow a path that is new and unconventional, even though it's what you want, you will be financially compromised. Maybe you have been looking for a job in the wrong field, but you don't know yet that it's the wrong field. That's why your heart is broken. Or maybe you fail on something, like your first plan failed. Maybe you plan to get accepted in a reputable university. You fail, and you blame yourself, and you suck. You got brokenhearted, even though you have worked hard for it. But the thing is that path is not meant for you, because I think this celebration, letting your hair down, is happy with just being yourself. So if there is something else that you desire more than getting to that university, then that is your sign. That is what the universe wants you to go. That is where the universe wants you to go. And don't worry about prosperity, because there is enough to go around. Let me read the guidebook. Forge, don't follow. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path. and you will likely not even take the first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason that you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, see, one foot in front of the other, slowly, going slowly, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them, they lead themselves. This is a card for leaders. You are here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before, to go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all of those who also feel misrepresented. If no one's speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. So some of you have suffered because you decide to follow the norm, when actually you are a fairy. You are not a human. You are not meant to follow the ways of the human. There is no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skill, gift, and life experience. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter, for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who will follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. So I think you have not forgiven yourself because you fail in something. And the reason that you fail is because you try to become like those other people who have succeeded. Case example, tarot readers on YouTube. If you try to achieve other people's milestone, if you compare yourself with others, if you try to if you post pick a card topics on things that are not in alignment with you, like not to shade anyone, but say you love to read tarot because you love to talk about things that other people don't talk often, like about your personal power, the spirit guidance, things like that. But most people love tarot readings on love, and you try to follow the trend, and you don't get hits, you don't get views. Why? Because there are already people who can do it better because it's their passion, like romance, love, it's their niche. You should build your own niche. Niche, isn't it? Niche. Yeah, niche. So forgive yourself for being different. This also means physical appearance. Like if you feel like you are not blonde, slim, tall like a Barbie doll, don't try to become a Barbie doll, okay? Don't try. I think the salamander is also speaking about uniqueness, about how you are a diamond in the rough. You are different. And through all these trials and error, you eventually find something that suits you and that will bring you prosperity, okay? Yeah, accepting my body as it is. This also means accepting your own way of doing things as it is, be it a project, a career, something, or just your physical appearance, okay? No two people are the same. Be a trendsetter. Forgive yourself for disappointing other people. Love your body, love yourself as you are, be yourself, and yeah, everything will come towards you, okay? Just want to pull you one last oracle card. So for pile number 3, what will happen Spirit, if they follow this advice, what will happen to pile number 3 if they follow this advice? What will happen to pile number 3 if they follow this advice of doing things their own unique way? Distant dream. The distance call your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Pass it on. Yeah, you are unique. Others may see you as an old strange door, but the distance calls your heart to roam free. Oh, and we have green heart chakra. So what your heart actually wants, what brings your heart joy? Follow your joy. That's what most important. And prosperity, happiness, everything will follow. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonates. I hope this helps. If you like this reading, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Check out the description box below for how to book personal reading. And I'm also open to collaborative pick a card. So if you want to reach me out for that, feel free to do so. I will feel so happy to collaborate with you. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.